מעוזו ישועתי, לך נאה לשבח, תיכון ותפילתי, ושם תודה נסבח, יפחים מטבע, מתרום נבע, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור חנוכת המזבח, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור חנוכת arranged by Zisel Slopovich, aka Johann Sebastian Bach. The Goldstein variations, Goldberg variations, actually. Okay, the real Goldberg, right? Okay. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל השקוט ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל השקוט ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל השקוט ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל השקוט ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל השקוט ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל השקוט ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל השקוט ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. All happy מסביב ירד רע. חנוכה, חנוכה, סביב סו 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 מנעים בטוב. חנוכה, חנוכה, חג יחפק בוקר, כורחבי מסביב so mana imato Hanukkah, Hanukkah, what a holiday! Hanukkah, time to sing and play. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, watch the dreidels turn, 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 as the candles burn. Oh, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, windows glowing bright. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, loud as every night. Oh, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, holiday of joy. Dance and sing, spirit bring every girl and boy. Oh, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, Chag HaFekokah, Korchavi, Misavi, Gele Yele Ra. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, Sivivon so 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 Manahimatu. I have a little cradle, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body with legs so short and thin. Half a game of dreidel. Come play now, let's begin. Oh, now dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, the dreidel I shall play. My dreidels always playful. It loves to dance and spin. A happy game of dreidel. Come play now, let's begin. Oh, now dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel I shall play. Me and my little kurot, Israelota, me Ende Kotor Yakum Hagibur Kohen Ha Ha. Me and my little kurot, Israelota, me Ende Kotor Yakum Hagibur Kohen Ha Ha. Shma Yamim Ma'im Bozman אותה הנה לכבודו יקום הגיבור גואל A little warm up to next week when we celebrate Hanukkah. Every generation arises a hero, and every generation we will be victorious. Page 12. L'chuna ranana, come and sing. Come and sing.
Yismechu
ישמחו עם רבים. 16. זמרו לאדוני בכינו, בכינו בקול זמרה. זמרו לאדוני בכינו, בכינו בקול זמרה. זמרו לאדוני בכינו, בכינו בקול זמרה. Love arde albanon vayargit kemo egel evanon vestirion kemo vedremi ay 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 kolandonai Potsei vavot esh kolandonai Yachil Andonai midbar kadesh kolandonai Yechol elai alon vayeve zoho yeraot udechalo kolo omer kavod ay 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 Andonai ramavol yashav yeshev Andonai Amelech leolam Adonaios leamo yiter Adonai yevarech eramo vashalom Yai la 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 Yai la 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 Yai la 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 Shemo echad Hashem uletiferet veriti lalecha Dodi likrat kala oyoy be'nei Shabbat Shabbat ekabelah Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha Yihi mekor haberacha veros mikeder Nesu hasof Maser המחשבה תחילה לך אדוני לקראת קהלו בני שמה נקבלה מקדוש מלך עיר מלוכה קום מצרים מתוך החרב לשבת עם מקבחבת הוא יחמוד עלייך חמלתך דורי לקראת קהלה בני שמה נקבלה יתנערי ויפרקומי תפארתך ויהי על יד בן ישי ותלך מקרבת אל נפשי גאלה לך אדוני לקראת קהלה אוי אוי בני שבת שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי מבורך קומי אורי 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלי נגלה לך דורי לקראת קהלה Come alive, 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 תבושי ולא תקרבי מה תשתוכחי ומה תמי מה יחסו אני אהבי ונבנתה הרעתי לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה שסע שוסעי ורקקו כל מבלעי עסיס עלי אלוהי כמסוס חכם הקלה לך דודי תקרא כלה פני שבת נקבלה small tifrozi et aronaita ariti al yarish ben parsi beris vechave nagila lecha doti nikatala oy bene shabbat Shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam Besimcha, Uvetzola, Toch Emuneh, Am Segula. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Greet your neighbors, please. Welcome one another to Shabbat. Everyone online as well, greet your neighbors many miles away. I hope you'll join us next week for our festivities for Hanukkah. Page 22, Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. It's good to give thanks to God for this day, for Shabbat, and for all of our holidays. Page 22. Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat. Tov lehodot Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות טוב להודות אדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון עלי הסוד עלי דוד עלי היגיון וחינות כי שימחתני אדוני בכבודך למעשה ידך הרנן טוב להודות אדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון מעשיך ועורמקו מחשבותיך מה גדלו מעשיך ועורמקו מחשבותיך צדיקת מריבה כארז בלבנון נזכה שתורים בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו כל ינורון בסביבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי אשר אדוני צורי ולא הבלטה בו דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי אשר אדוני צורי ולא הבלטה בו
Shabbat Shalom. This Shabbat we read from Parashat Vayishlach. The portion begins with our forefather Jacob, his returning to the land of Canaan. He had fled the land years earlier and now returns with a large family and significant wealth. Yet he isn't returning with the confidence that reflects the self-made man. The text says, Vayira Yaakov me'od, vayetzer lo. Jacob was greatly afraid and was distressed. The rabbis wonder, what is Jacob so scared of that the text has to double the expression? Vayira and vayetzer, afraid and distressed. Rashi, the medieval commentator, explains that Jacob does indeed have a double fear. He is afraid that upon his return to the land, he will be killed. Remember, he fled the land because he had made an enemy out of his brother. And he's distressed because he might have to kill others. The fear of being killed and the distress of killing others is the state of Israel today, a country that suffered the massacre of its people, which propelled it into a war that it must fight. This is the Israel that Rabbi Hirsch and I encountered when we brought 9 Amplify Israel Rabbinic Fellows to Israel last month. The Amplify Israel Rabbinic Fellowship is for early career Reform rabbis who study with us and their mentors for a year of professional development. The aim is to strengthen their and the Reform movement's commitment to and mobilization around Israel and Jewish peoplehood. Their leadership, together with that of the cohorts of fellows to follow, will ensure that the next generations of American Jews are raised knowing that Israel is an essential part of their Jewish identity. They will be passionate about Israel and being part of the Jewish people. In many ways, a professional development trip to Israel for Jewish leaders is mundane, common. I've led these programs before. They are always impactful, but not unique. Yet, in November 2023, there was nothing average, run-of-the-mill about our experience. We were the only group in Israel that maintained their previously scheduled trip. Every other tour that had planned to be in Israel at this time was canceled. There were, however, 4-day missions to Israel by rabbis, Jewish communal professionals, and lay leaders. There were volunteers arriving as individuals and in small groups, but we were the only tour in Israel. To give you a sense of what that means, our hotel was located on the beach in Tel Aviv. It wasn't filled with tourists, as it should have been. Rather, it was filled with evacuees from the city of Sderot. Somewhere between 200,000 and 250,000 people are internally displaced in Israel today. They've been moved from the border with Gaza and the northern border with Lebanon. Understand for a moment what they're going through and what we witnessed up close. They weren't sampling the ample Israeli breakfast, but trying to create a sense of home and normalcy for toddlers and young children who have lost their beloved schedules and routines. Children who just want the food to taste like home. I'll teach you a new post-October 7th Hebrew word, shigra. Its usual spelling ends in a hey. Spelled that way, it means routine. But these families are experiencing shigra with an ayin. Changing the last letter transforms the word with the addition of ra, evil. They are creating new routines born out of the evil of October 7th. When a 14-year-old girl was sobbing at the entrance to the hotel in her mother's arms, it was evident that there is nothing routine or normal in Israel at this time. One of our objectives for our symposium was to get to know the Reform movement in Israel. It turns out, as we learned from our fellows, that most of them had limited exposure to the Israeli movement when they were in rabbinical school. This would be their first time meeting their Israeli colleagues and learning about the work they do. On our original schedule, we had planned to meet with Rabbi Yael Vorgan at Kibbutz Nachal Oz. Kibbutz Nachal Oz is on the border of Gaza, the closest community in Israel to Gaza City. Our meeting with Rabbi Vorgan would have been an opportunity to learn about her role as a regional rabbi. This means that she doesn't serve a particular congregation in one location. Rather, she engages Jews where they are, running programs, prayer services, life cycle events, and being a presence in their lives for counseling and care. She is a beloved religious leader in the lives of thousands of Jews. Today, the region she serves is almost entirely evacuated. To meet her members, she travels from kibbutz to kibbutz in the north and from hotel to hotel in other regions of the country. Your donations to the Stephen Wise Free Synagogue Humanitarian Fund have helped Rabbi Vorgan continue her delivery of much-needed spiritual first aid. On this day, we met her sitting alongside Amir Tibon, the famed journalist at Kibbutz Mishmar HaEmek in the Jezreel Valley. Amir, too, was originally scheduled to meet us on the Gaza border. The best journalists are known for asking hard-hitting questions, the questions that challenge the interviewee to identify their values, their plans, and to reveal their next steps. Our meeting with Amir had all of these qualities, yet he acted as both interviewer and interviewee. He challenged himself to define his connection to the land of his kibbutz on the border of Gaza and assess his future there. He began by reminding us of Moshe Dayan, then Chief of Staff of Israel's Armed Forces, eulogy of Roy Rothberg. Roy was 21 years old in 1956. He had moved from Tel Aviv to Kibbutz Nachal Oz and served as its head of security. One morning, in the fields alone, he was overtaken by terrorists and murdered. I'll read some excerpts. Yesterday with daybreak, Roy was murdered. The quiet of a spring morning blinded him, and he did not see the stalkers of his soul on the furrow. Let us not hurl blame at the murderers. Why should we complain of their hatred for us? A generation of settlement are we, and without the steel helmet and the maw of the cannon, we shall not plant a tree, nor build a house. Our children shall not have lives to live if we do not dig shelters. And without the barbed wire fence and the machine gun, we shall not pave a path nor drill for water. The millions of Jews, annihilated without a land, peer out at us from the ashes of Israel's history and command us to settle and rebuild a land for our people. But beyond the furrow that marks the border lies a surging sea of hatred and vengeance, yearning for the day that tranquility blunts our alertness. We mustn't avert our eyes, lest our hands be weakened and our lives severed. Dayan's 285-word eulogy became famous throughout Israel and was memorized by Israeli youth. They valued his message. Everyone in Israel must see themselves as pioneers, plant with one hand and fight with the other. These acts go together. Yet, Amir explained that the founders of Kibbutz Nachal Oz were enraged by his words and claimed that Dayan was wrong. They believed that they have every right to bask in the beauty of the kibbutz that they had founded. They should take pride in the harvest on a land that hasn't yielded produce until the arrival of these pioneers. They should celebrate their ample livestock, and most of all, enjoy every moment of their beautiful children running around carefree. Security in Gaza would be the responsibility of the army. The development of the kibbutz and their utopian way of life should be their primary concern. Until October 7th, Amir had sided with the founders of the kibbutz. Moshe Dayan was wrong, he claimed. Living on the border was not going to come at a cost. However, after spending more than 10 hours in silence with his 2 young daughters and wife, hiding from terrorists, witnessing the murder of 14 members of the kibbutz, and having 7 taken hostage, Amir now believes that Moshe Dayan's warning was accurate and correct. And you and I now know from the articles we are reading that vigilance about security on this border was lacking. When Amir and Miri moved to the kibbutz and were married there poolside, they were fulfilling the Zionist dream of settling the country to its borders. And for years, their life there was idyllic. They were also needed there in 2014 because the kibbutz had just experienced the exodus of many of its young families. Kibbutz Nachal Oz is too close to the Gaza border to have an effective alarm system. By the time an alarm alerts you that a rocket has launched, it's almost too late to get to the shelter. In 2014, during another Hamas war with Israel, a 4-year-old, Daniel, was killed by shrapnel in his home. This reality was too hard to bear for many of the kibbutz families with young children, so they packed up and left. However, in the 9 years since, the kibbutz grew from the arrival of new families with young children, including Amir's family. We concluded our conversation without asking, or Amir answering, the most difficult question. What happens next? When given the opportunity to return to the kibbutz on the border, will his family of 4 with 2 young girls go back? It is a question that feels too cruel to ask now, so we left it unasked. This was the tenor of our meetings and conversations throughout our time in Israel. The future is unknown, it's unclear, but at the same time, the entire country is mobilized. They are mobilized to achieve the return of all hostages. Civil society has banded together to serve the needs of the evacuees and the soldiers, and we had the honor of volunteering for this cause. And there's consensus that Israel's borders must be made safe to enable all of its citizens to return home. There's too much that is unknown about when and how this will happen and what Israel will look like when it does. But the message of Israel's citizens is clear. Israel is our homeland. We will not budge from it. There is no place else to go, and the terrorism of Israel's neighbors and enemies will be shut down. That is the way forward, and there is deep faith that Israel has stood up successfully to these enemies in the past and will do so once again. What was it that frightened our forefather Jacob about entering the land of Israel? It's that the path ahead wasn't clear. Therefore, he turned in prayer to God, saying, God of my fathers, you told me to return to this land. You made a covenant with Abraham, saying that on this land my descendants would be greater than the sand of the sea. Yet I can't see how this will come to fruition. The answer came when later in the portion, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, the name that the people and the state carry to this day. Jacob's fears might not have been sufficiently quelled while he lived. He had a hard life. Yet, approximately 4,000 years later, the state of Israel was established and carries his name. Israel lives on, and today it is home to over 7 million of his descendants. On Thursday evening, Hanukkah begins. It's the darkest season, and we fill it with light. This year, more than ever, let us seek light in all of the places we can find it. We can find it in the stories of the heroes of October 7th, Jews and non-Jews alike. We can find it in the faces of those returned to Israel from captivity. And we can find it in this new data point. Representatives of a number of the evacuated kibbutzim on the Gaza border report a significant increase in inquiries for membership in their kibbutzim. Kibbutz Nachal Oz might just double in size when it returns home. On this holiday of rededication, we look ahead with confidence to the rededication of these kibbutzim. And when that happens, the Amplify Israel Rabbinic Fellows and you, the members of Stephen Wise Free Synagogue, will be there to mark that historic event. May Kibbutz Nachal Oz's future be as bright as the candles we will light. We continue with a Barchu on page 146, and we rise.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. And 48. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Ukim u'mishpati Otanu lemadeta Otanu lemadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu leshokbenu Ukomenu nasiach bekukecha ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו ויארך ימינו ובהם נגד יומם ולילה נגד יומם ולילה באהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום הלבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת פעם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, כי אתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים. אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת. אמת אמונה כל זאת, וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו. אמת אמונה כל זאת, וקיים עלינו, ישראל עמו, אבותינו מיד מלאכים, הגואלנו מכף ולעריצים. אמת אמונה כל זאת, וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו. אמת אמונה כל זאת, וקיים עלינו, ישראל עמו, אבותינו מיד מלאכים, הגואלנו מכף כל העריצים. אמת אמונה כל זאת, ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו הריהם, משה ומרים בני ישראל, לכנו שירה ושמחה רבה, ויאמרו כולם. מי כמוך באלים, אדוני מי כמוך נדר וקודש. מי כמוך באלים, אדוני מי כמוך נדר וקודש. רתילות עושה ולך, רתילות עושה ולך, רתילות עושה ולך, רתילות עושה ולך. מלכותך, מלכותך, רבו בניך בוקיה, לפני משה ומרים. מלכותך, רבו בניך בוקיה, לפני משה ומרים. אדוני לא, לעולם ועד. זה לי אחר אדוני יעקב, וגאתו ירחזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ושמרו לישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריתורה, ביני ובין ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי רבה. השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, בני ובן בישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם.
Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. צובק נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשלח עפר מי כמוך. ומדום מלך מלך מביט ומחייך, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללו חסרה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We now offer a prayer for healing. Misha berach avotenu v'imotenu Avraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel v'Leah, hu yavarech et hacholim. Lilia Bloom, Seth Corwin, Ariel Freda, Bat Nacha, Bela, Eliezer David, Gunya Katz, Joan Kessel, Sarah Late, Andrew Patchen, Madison Phillips, Gabrielle Protel, Stephen Rackmill, Seth Samuels, Hannah Sayah, Jane Stone, Sarah Singer, and all of those who we hold in our hearts for healing. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and for their strength to be revived. And let us say, Amen. Amen. We continue with the Aleinu on page 282, and we rise.
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגדור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. שהונדות השמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אמת מלכנו ובסולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום מהשם אותה לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, מהארץ מתחתנו ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך הכל על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed from this earth. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We extend our sympathies to those who have lost loved ones in recent weeks, remembering Janet Barsky, Carol Buchalter, Linda Hirschman, Joyce Rabinowitz, Stephen Roberts. And we remember the following yard sites of years past: Elda Engen, Emma Aronson, Bernard Arts, Bernice Ash, Doris Biliou, Ted Bernkrant, William Isaac Cooper, Joseph Drangle, Sadie E. Airbach, Susan Resnick Fisher, Betty Golub, Avram Gorin, Jeremy Grossman, Sylvia Eichel, Rosalind Kopit, Rose Langfelder, David Manis, Helen Margalith, Sydney Margolis, Harriet W. Molman, Herbert S. Molman, Belle K. Posner, Roy Rubenstein, Esther Shaw, Adam Shikiar, Emmett Topkins, Julia Topple, Albin White, Elmer Philip Wool, Abraham Wolfson, Eli Zwerdling, and all of those who we hold in our hearts and are saying Kaddish for. We now rise as one community for Kaddish on page 294. Yitzgadal v'yitzkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yeruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman gari v'imru, amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'mei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran v'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Aseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen.
Aseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hallelujah, al kol Yisrael, ve'yimeru, amen.
We close our service with words of blessing. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Yiratzon.
May God bless you and may God protect you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's face shine upon you and may God be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you feel God's presence with you always and may God give you wholeness, peace, and well-being.
Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od. Ve'ayika, ve'ayika, lo לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. ve'ayika, ve'ayika, לא לפחד כלל. Yalai, lai, 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 gai, la, lai, ya, la, lai, 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 gai, la, lai, la, 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 lai, 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 gai, la, lai, la, la, lai, 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 lai. Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od. Hey! 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 Ve'ayika,
Join us downstairs for a pre-Hanukkah celebration. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.